That was a roller coaster of a race. At one point, I think you were even P2. Just talk me through how you're feeling coming home with nothing to show for it in terms of points.
In terms of how I felt in the car and how I drove, I feel like we deserve the points. I've done whatever I could have done, and just weather didn't come towards us and the timing and everything, and suddenly I dropped to P11 after safety car, after I rejoined to the track. So the timing and everything was didn't go towards us, and definitely very, very shame that we didn't score points. But at least we can take a lot of positive from this week. The pace was good there in the qualifying, so we just have to keep performing like this and outscoring other competitors.
How tricky was it out there on the slick tyres when it started to rain?
Very tricky. But at the same time, I already experienced the kind of slick rain condition in Monaco, which is much, much trickier than this. So at least there's a runoff area and a gravel. So, wasn't easy. My arms are, feeling it.
Hi, Isaac. I'm really sorry, obviously, to see you out of the race so early on. Just talk me through what happened out there.
Usually I take it step by step, and we're keen on having the best outlap possible for the race start. Early in the lap you try to walk those tires, and I overdid it. It's the tiniest mistake you can do, and the car is unsavable. You're just a passenger, and it feels terrible.
So when you came into the paddock, Anthony Hamilton came over to you. What did he say to you at that time?
Just keep your head high, and he knows. I think he knows what tough times are, and I think he sees a rookie putting it in the wall on lap one, not even lap one. I think he knows how tough it feels, and he came to reconfort me. I think it was a really nice gesture from him. Nonetheless, it still feels really, really hard, and I feel really sorry for the team.
Looking forward to seeing you go again in China.
Thank you.
Care. Hey Lando, congratulations. They threw everything. I know you always like to keep it on my toes. They throw everything at you today. The weather, the safety cars, all those restarts you did, and you didn't make a single mistake. You must be delighted.
I made a couple mistakes, but allowable ones just because of how tricky these conditions are. You could see how many mistakes people were making, crashing, ending their races very early on, from start to finish. So people on the outside, I really don't think they realize how tricky a race like that is, especially when you're racing at the front, and when you got a bit of a margin, you can relax, you can get into a really nice rhythm. But like the last 3 laps, they were stressful with Max behind me, because you still got like a drying line and a better line, and as soon as you outbrake yourself by a meter, you pay the price immediately, and it can be game over. So you're playing with fire for a lot of races like today, trying to push the limits and having big snaps and almost crashing a lot of times. But that's the level you got to be at to try and win the race against a driver like Oscar and a driver like Max. So tough, stressful, but we made just the right decisions at the right time. That's what won me the race today, as well. It was just good pace and good driving, but strategy was also a winner today. So I got to thank the team for that.
How much confidence can you take from the fact that you were making the right decision personally and the team as a whole? And obviously, even when you went off, you still made the right call to keep it on the track.
Well, it showed, because it wasn't like raining a lot, but for quite a small amount of rain. Max didn't go off, I don't think, but me and Oscar went straight off. And I was lucky I didn't kind of go off again where Oscar did. So, very, very difficult, and of course we try and eliminate the times that we get it wrong. I don't think you dream for perfection, but you're never going to get it always right. in the end of the day, because you cannot. Sometimes just because you're 5 seconds up the road on track means you're going to be unlucky because it starts to rain when it's too late and you cannot see these things, you cannot see into the future. So, today we got it right because we were on our toes, we were ready, we were prepared. I only got called into the box and decided to come into the box probably like 5 meters like this, 5 meters before I entered. That's how last second it was to decide to box. So this race, you're just doing things on the fly. You're prepared, but your decision making in the moment, and stressful and taxes your thought processes a lot. But it's what makes it more rewarding when it goes correct.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Considering where you started, you must be delighted with our result.
Yeah, it was a really, really eventful race. We got all the possible condition for our first race. Definitely not an easy one, but super happy. The team did a great job. I was happy also I managed, even though I did a couple of mistakes which costed me a bit of time, especially with the spin. But I have to say conditions were super, super tricky. But otherwise, really happy. The team guided me really well throughout the whole race. And now looking forward to China.
How proud are you generally of just the job that you and the team have done this weekend? It feels like you've got up to speed so quickly and you look so comfortable out there in very tricky conditions.
No, definitely. I was really happy with the progression I was having in free practices. Of course, qualifying was disappointing with what happened, and I think I could have managed a little bit better as well from my side, but it was really good experience. And today was also a good experience to see how what happens also from the back and the way I can manage to progress. So definitely really, really good learning, and I cannot complain about the result.
Great stuff. Congrats, Kimi. Thanks. Okay, so about to wait till race 23 to get some points. You've given them some for the first race of the season. Just how delighted are you with your performance
Yeah,
today?
very, very happy. We didn't see that coming for the first half of the race. It wasn't looking too good. But then, things got a bit, obviously, a bit more entertaining towards the end. We made some good calls. I think other people were struggling, obviously, and, we picked up the pieces, and, but we're there when it mattered, so very happy to have scored those points today.
How much confidence does that give you going forward, even if you know that maybe it wasn't true performance that got you those points today?
Yeah, obviously, first race under your belt is always, obviously the first milestone, but, you learn so much in a race that we obviously now, will digest and, also me process everything. There's a couple of days to analyze, regroup, and then we'll go again.